Assalamualaikum and good morning to all lecturers and my fellow friends. My name is Azri Natasha binti Amin. In this video, I'm going to present about my final year project, which is Applications of Duckweed Lemna Propusilla on Water Sample from Tasik Kejuruteraan UKM Bangi Campus, Selangor. Let's jump into the introductions. Malaysia as a developing country is certainly cannot be escaped from the water pollutions. According to Law 2005, source of deteriorations of water quality in Malaysia are due to disposal of domestic household, industrializations, animal feeding operations, and agricultural practice. River pollution is widely reported in the media as it is not only affect aquatic and environmental life, but it can also cause water supply disruption. So, in order to overcome this problem, Lakshmi et al. Has reported that water treatment technology by using conventional method appear to be the best. But, since conventional method is so expensive to operate, it has encouraged to the search of new ecological technology, which is phytoremediation, which is the best option to treat water. Zimmer et al. Has reported that nowadays, water treatment system by using the aquatic plant has been widely practiced in developed countries. Through the research, duckweed is chosen as phytoremediation agent because it has ability to absorb nitrogen and phosphorus rapidly and able to eliminate pathogen as well. Let's get into the literature review. The Department of Environment has proposed the uses of Water Quality Index and National Water Quality Standards from Malaysia to evaluate the status of the river water quality. And this index has been practiced in Malaysia for more than 25 years. According to Huang et al. 2015, there are 6 main physical-chemical parameters to determine water quality index, which are pH, dissolved oxygen, biochemical oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, ammonia to nitrogen, and also total suspended solid. According to Shafi'i et al. 2018, water quality assessment in Malaysia are also determined based on 6 classes. And this is the National Water Quality Standards from Malaysia that I have taken from the Department of Environment 2019. For phytoremediations, according to Hanafiya et al. 2018, phytoremediation is one of the best methods of treating wastewater generated from domestic and industrial activities. This technology is popular because it is inexpensive and also environmentally safe technique to be applied. For duckweed has many species, and according to Zhu et al. 2011, it has the advantage of rapid proliferations, tolerance to high nutrient levels, and excellent nutrient uptake ability compared to other aquatic plants. Also, Bohari et al. Stated that Lemna minor has the ability to accumulate heavy metal content as well. Let's proceed with research justifications. As time changes, development and population has increased the number of pollutants released into the water. Based on research conducted by Karim et al. 2006, they has identified the land clearing for construction purpose and the build of canteen and laboratories around the lake has been the source of pollution at Tasik Kejuruteraan. Based on my observation during the site visit, there are rubbish being thrown at the side of the lake and there is a chemical spills too in the drain. Nowadays, Tasik Kejuruteraan has become a recreational area that has providing the facilities such as jogging track, pedestrian lanes and outdoor gym equipment for students and campus residents. Fishing activity also being held there since there is a several fishing road left at the side of the lake. Through this research, duckweed can be used as phytoremediation agent to treat the water sample from the lake. If hypothesis is achieved, it would be a good solution to authorities or university to breed the duckweed at the lake. This is the view around Tasik Kejuruteraan UKM, and as you can see, there is a rubbish in the lake and the view also look very unpleasant. And then, the first picture shows the soil erosion which has the high probability to enter the drain during raining and water in the drain can enter into the lake. For the research questions, is the applications of duckweed able to improve the water quality index and reduce the content of heavy metal on water samples taken from Tasik Kejuruteraan UKM Bangi Campus, Selangor? And for the objective, the general objective is to study the water quality index and the content of heavy metals in the water sample taken from Tasik Kejuruteraan UKM Bangi campus before and after applications of duckweed Lemna propusilla. And there is a 3 specific objectives which are to determine the 6 parameters of water quality index before and after applications of duckweed. Second, to determine the heavy metal content before and after applications of duckweed. And lastly is to compare the water quality index parameter and the heavy metal contents before and after applications of duckweed. For the hypothesis, the applications of ductwork is able to improve water quality index and reduce the content of heavy metal on water sample taken from Tasik Kejuruteraan UKM Bank campus Selangor. Let's jump into the methodology. This is the research flowchart that shows the overall process for this project. Firstly, it started with the information finding related to research locations, and then site visit, and then the collections and preparations of ductwork, water sampling, and then the measurement of the water quality index and content of heavy metal before adding the ductwork, and then the additions of ductwork for about 1 week, and then the measurement of water quality index and content of heavy metal again after the additions of ductwork, and last but not least is the analysis of data. And for the collections and preparations of ductwork, firstly, the ductwork is collected from freshwater ponds at Tanjung Karang, Selangor, and then the ductwork will be rinsed 3 times with distilled water to remove particles attached to it. And then filter paper will be used to remove the remaining water on ductwork. The ductwork will be weighted 30 grams for each aquarium, and then lastly, ductwork are placed in each aquarium filled with water sample from each stations. For sampling of water, firstly, sampling the water at 3 different stations, and then take 3 replicates for each station, and all replicate for each station will be homogenized. All replicate will be then placed in the different aquarium. For sampling stations, there is 3 stations that has been chosen to represent the whole lake. For Station 1, the location will be at the stream flow beside Faculty of Engineering canteen. Station 2 is at the lake. Station 3 will be at the stream flow exit from the lake to Langat River. Next is the measurement of water quality index. So firstly, for parameter of pH meter will be used, and then DO meter will be used to test the dissolved oxygens. Both of these parameters are conducted in situ or directly into the lake. And then for BOD, it will be tested by using 5 days BOD test. For chemical oxygen demand, USEPA reactor digestion method, method 8000 will be used. For ammoniacal nitrogen, salicylate method, method 8155 will be used. And for total suspended solid, photometric method, method 8006 will be used. And the instruments of DREL 2800 spectrophotometer will be used for both of the method. Next is the measurement of heavy metal content. According to Simeka et al. 2018, ETS microanalysis can carry a huge advantage in the detections of heavy metal pollutions. The instrument that involved in this measurement is the scanning electron microscope energy dispersive X-ray. And the procedure that involved in this measurement is firstly, filter the water sample using filter paper and dry it in oven at 60 degrees Celsius. Next, cut filter paper and stick on stubs before being analyzed using these instruments. These measurements of heavy metal content will not be conducted in the lab since the instrument is not available. Next is the data analysis. For the determinations of 6 parameters of water quality index in the water samples and the determinations of heavy metal content in the water samples will be analyzed by using the descriptive analysis. And for the comparisons of water quality index parameter and heavy metal content before and after applications of ductwork will be analyzed by using the statistical analysis, which is the PET test. For your information, the data will be analyzed by using SPSS Statistic version 21. Next is the Gantt chart. This is the timeline that shows how my final project will be run. Last but not least, this is the reference that I use for my research. That's all. Thank you.